Hello, Wesley. Yeah, no, I'm here. I am double checking that the YouTube portion of this is working, and it seems like it is. But Vainglory was telling me that when you stream to YouTube, and I don't know this because it's been a while, I think the link changes every time. Test hello world. Yeah, that's broken. Okie dokie, so YouTube chats are not going to show up on the screen today, and that's okay. I've got a plan for that. For later, which I will talk about momentarily. Oh yeah, no, go ahead and this. Yeah, no, it's good. Thank you. Please do that, because I think at this point I've verified that everything's working fine. So Twitch is probably better, but I'm also on YouTube for people who care. I'm gonna post the link to YouTube as well, actually. Well, probably not in Twitch, but I'll send it to you. In case you wanted to post both of them. Oh yeah. Oh good, I have my mic on so you can hear the wonderful, the wonderful mechanical keyboard. I actually picked up a new mechanical keyboard for my wife. She didn't know that there are different kinds of, you know, the switches. And when I first offered to get her one because she was complaining that she was getting the carpal tunnel that always happens to people who type a lot. And I sat her down and I was like, listen, there are ones that are not quite so clicky-clacky, because she hates this. Like, some people love it, she hates it. So I got her the, mine are Cherry MX Blues, I got her the Cherry MX Browns, and she loves it. I guess I should probably go to this link and make sure I'm not about to post something that's not working. No, no, looks good. Okie dokie. Casually pinging 300 people. Wait a minute. There was a special channel I was doing this in. I was removing people from the channel if they didn't want to get pinged. It's been a little while. Oh, that's right, you got pinged. Hey, Wesley, so you said you were posting this thing around. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess you posted it in their Discord for me. Yes, no? Because I haven't even joined the Discord. Alright, cool. Well, as we all know, with my track record in Discord.com, if I were to join their Discord, I would be banned within 5 minutes. So, hey, Gridgem, what's up? What's up, man? Good to see you. I am back. I am alive. I can play games like a regular person. No, I mean, that's the thing, is I need to develop a cult of personality around me so that I no longer need to post my streams anywhere. It's just that, you know, everybody else posts them for me, and then I don't interact with any human beings outside of the stream, and that's when I don't get in trouble, right? So, it's the perfect way. It's been a year, Daddy. It has not been a year. It has been about 6 months. Well, I guess, depending on how you measure it. It's going to be an interesting ride. Well, if it really is a bullet hell, like you said, it's going to be a ride. It's going to be a ride that bucks me, because I'm not good at these kinds of games. So we will see. But I see the cute little artwork, and it makes me think, like, how hard could it be? On the other hand, I know that Doesn't plays those. Is it Toho? Those games have cute art too, and I'm told they're tough as nails. So. Maybe that's not the rubric, I don't know. How's the volume, by the way? Am I a little loud compared to the music? Seems like I might be. Hey, Red Brick, what's up, man? Simulation of a WoW or Final Fantasy raid? What? Because I was told it was a bullet hell. Volume is not offensive. Audio balance is fine. Sorry about the Windows noises. Okay, so I'm really very curious. I am really very curious what's gonna happen now that I am multi-streaming here. And it occurs to me I don't even really need to do my whole thing where I you know, record these anymore and then, well, I guess if I wanted to do some kind of editing or something, but if I'm multi-streaming to YouTube at the same time, as I am, then, yeah, I, you know, can kind of just do my thing. It's got bullet hell elements, but Gridgem is correct. It simulates floor as lava, MMORPG raid mechanics. Okie dokie. Alright. Well, I haven't really set much up for YouTube yet. Nubby's Number Factory, eh? I have not heard of that. There aren't many co-op roguelites, that's true. I'm probably just going to start out solo on this. I know you said that it's co-op and some people in my Discord already have it. 2 gay dragons. That doesn't really sound like the kind of game I would play, but it also, at the same time, sounds like the exact kind of game that Wesley would gift me, just to see how I react, so... Oh no, we can't miss out on Boss Man Jack. Is he not going back to jail? Like, is he not, Well, Gachi Dragons, that's a whole other story. I would play the hell out of a game with Gachi Dragons. That's a different kind of, That's totally separate. This is separate, you know. Listen, Aniki was just an actor, alright? He was just acting. No, he was in jail, Nabesis, but he got out, and he's on, I believe he's bailed out. He's got a bond, and probably he's, I'm just gonna guess he's probably smoking crack, so he probably shouldn't do that, you know? It's a poor choice, but that's what's heard. I heard he was already it's already up to no good, so hopefully that's not the case. All right, I see. We actually have a viewer in YouTube. I'm doing my multi-stream. I set up software courtesy of Vainglory. Actually, my friend Vainglory turned me on to some open source stuff that I set up on my own server. And so I basically I'm streaming to that server, and then that server is streaming both to YouTube and Twitch. And this is like a service that you typically have to pay for, but I'm not doing that because you know I'm very miserly. So see, Nibisus, I knew you were gonna do something with that. I might want to start out on acute difficulty. Wesley, I think I'm gonna do my usual stubborn thing, where basically what I'm gonna do is I am going to start out on whatever the average difficulty or whatever the recommended difficulty is. There are some games where I'll just like only play on the hardest, but when it's something that requires like fast twitch, you know, whatever, probably best for me to kind of get the temperature of the water before I proceed. Anyway, so for the people on YouTube versus the people on Twitch, the only downside to this is that I'm gonna be responding to people on Twitch primarily when I see the chats. I did set up a thing in Streamlabs that was supposed to make my my YouTube chat show up on the screen. Unfortunately, that is not functioning. So you know, it's well, thank you, Gridgem. I appreciate that. I've been neglecting this.
Before I forget, so. Melkor 46.
50 months though. You've been keeping up even while I haven't been streaming. That's very generous of you. See, Turbo and Gridgem, these are the two that can be relied upon, and together they combine their powers, and that's how I'm able to have one coffee a month, because that's my entire income, is just those two. So unless you want me to starve to death, you know, you should probably subscribe. It's kind of a we love looking at the stream is starting soon thing. Does it, Turbo? Wow. See, I've always wanted... Oh, yeah, that's true, Nibisus. Well, Nibisus, I don't see a little symbol next to your name, so... God, what is it that Bossman Jack does? He like, calls everybody a rat if they don't give him money. Just like, the hostility to the audience is honestly maybe the right move. Drinking coffee instead of eating food. Well, that's fine if you're fasting. I mean, you gotta do it the right way and, you know, not do it dangerously, but... Coffee is allowed during a fast. You like seeing me starve? You're just trying to get me skinny, so you know, you want me at like a trim 120 pounds. That's the kind of guy you're into. I actually used to be pretty skinny. Not that I'm like fat or anything, but I was always one of those guys that had more trouble gaining weight than losing it, and so I actually like set out to gain like 40-50 pounds on purpose. You know, muscle, of course, as much as possible. Coffee isn't dangerous to the average person in any meaningful way. I mean, it's like anything else. If you overdo it, you're gonna at least have a bad time. Does Twitch fuck me out of a portion? Yes. Yes, it does. Hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Oh my god, it's an adult female human. Water poisoning does exist. Yeah, mostly that's because it's like slurping the, what's the stuff in bananas? If you drink too much water, you will run out of the thing that bananas have a lot of. But yeah, no, Twitch, yeah, potassium. Twitch definitely takes a portion. So with this whole multi-streaming thing, I have a whole plan here. Well, magnesium matters too. That's kind of involved. Is that considered an electrolyte? I know that when you're fasting, I think magnesium is one of the things you want to take. But anyway, what I was saying was, I have this whole plan. Now that I have the multi-streaming thing set up, I'm planning on kind of doing my own little platform on my website, on one of my websites, or maybe starting a new website, where you'll be able to kind of do like a unified platform. It's all It's like a spot where you can chat from there, and that will show up, you know, on all the places where I'm streaming. You could subscribe to me directly, so it's just straight up through my payment processor, and nobody's taking a cut. Maybe I can even set up a thing where it's recurring, so that Turbo Stoat and Gridgem can then forget that they're subscribed to me, and then I'll be getting more of a cut. Maybe they will mess up and subscribe in both places and forget to cancel, and I can get even more, and I can just ride on the backs of those two guys and Nebesis once in a while, and then, you know, that's how I'm gonna afford bread. So that's my plan. That's my job life plan for the next few months. So let's not pay me squat. Well, if I write another book, you will. You guys should definitely read my books. Alrighty, so it's been, I don't know how long, but I've been doing this, I've been sitting on the start screen for too long, so let's just pop this thing off. You know, Rogi, my cat, absolutely fits in with these girls. I kind of want to leave her on the screen, but I don't think I will. No, I already paid one ESL gentleman to proofread my books, and it was he did way more. I mean, listen, I appreciate you looking it over, but he read it over like 18 times, like he was a champion. So you didn't see Rogi? Well, I can put her back. There she is. Yeah, we have a cat. No, check it out. She sits on the book. See? She sits on the second book. But no, Nebesis, I do appreciate it. And honestly, I think the ESO people did better than the native English speakers. The cat cam, well, I did it when she was a kitten, and then she just, like, was scared and hiding in her carrier the whole time. I guess I could bring back cat cam now that she's an adult. The treadmill cam. I decided that the interest in that was low from the audience, so it's treadmill cam. Ain't nobody want to see that. Feet cam, yeah, well, and you know, that's a whole different kind of stream. So, hey, what's up, Bad Plus? How you doing, man? Alrighty, so I have done absolutely nothing here other than make sure it was running okay, and then that's a cool little effect. I went into options and I saw that somewhere around here, yeah, more options. I saw screen shake and I immediately turned that off because, you know, that's how we do it. Other than that, I've changed it to full screen and that's it. So I haven't touched anything else. If anybody thinks there's something I should change, then perhaps I will. So let's just do a little blind run. I promise you I have not become a furry. Wesley gifted me this game, so if there's lots of bunny girls, like, that's not my fault. That's just the nature of the game. A lot of bright flashing warnings that tell you to get out of the way. Okay, so you're saying that if you have epilepsy, you should not watch the stream. Got it. I want a controller? Bro, why would you not... What? Why would you not tell me that? Why would you not tell me that before I started streaming so I could set that up? What, Okay, I've always had a controller handy. Well, that was before I didn't stream for 6 months in a row. Give me a moment. Let's hope this still works. I am searching. I do have a controller handy, but the question is Dmod Wesley? No, that's an idea. I'm about to get fired. Bro, he might. He bought the game, though, so there's that. Okay, so yeah, I have the controller here, but... I mean, the real question is whether this game is going to respond appropriately to this particular controller. Because that's... I remember that was an issue with Spelunky, but then again, that was the first Spelunky, which is, like, old as hell at this point, and perhaps the controller code wasn't amazing, so... Okay. Pop this in here. It's got pretty good controller support. Okay, well, I'm using my controller and it appears to be working, so perhaps you'll be let off on this particular one. Switch and Xbox controllers? Oh no, my friend. We're using the PS2 controller. Or maybe PS3, I'm not sure. Pretty sure this is a PS2 controller. Alrighty. So what I'm curious about is that they've clearly... Oh wait, hold on, what's happening? They've clearly put, like, effort into making, you know, there's, like, this cool little cursor and everything, so it's really not meant to be played with a mouse. So what's the setting? I suppose it would be annoying to do all this settings crap without a controller. I feel like I should play that gif of the guy going, "Well, we're waiting." Well, maybe you should buy one, Turbo. You'll never, at this rate, you'll never play Rabbit and Steel with me. The weird Steam one, that'd probably work. Yeah, GIF, choosy moms. They choose that one. Many hotbar settings. Show many hotbars. Close circle. Many hotbar settings. Close circle. Stream latency is low. That's because unlike Vainglory, I am not doing this. I'm not beaming this to space with a satellite. We have a. In fact, actually, I think I'm wireless right now, but it's going to a router and not to space. So, yeah. I'm sorry I left you, you know, in the hands of Vainglory. Was there one more? It said show many hotbars. Well, I assume it's local players. I get always. Okay. I'm all set. All right. I'm just gonna do this. We've waited too long. Alrighty. So I'm going into this blind, so I am gonna make comments on, you know, just my thoughts on the game design. I like that there's just this one little button, pops you right into the game, except it doesn't. So I've still got to make some decisions. This is inoffensive, though. This is pretty small. So I can play on cute, which is super easy, I'm assuming, and I actually can't even play on the harder difficulties, so that's out. These are things you could probably just skip right past without looking at too much, but I'm going to look at them because that's what I like to do. I noticed that some things disappeared here. So in cute difficulty, Scholar... Oh, I can pick between which place I want to visit first. Okay. But if I play on normal, I can't pick any of these, so I can't go to the King's Arsenal, the Red Dark House, or the Church Mouse Streets. Instead, on normal, I can only go to the Scholar's Nest, or the Emerald Lakeside. Well, we're playing on normal, because we're not pussies. I like green. We're gonna. I like the Emerald Lakeside just as a. It's a more Kino name. So Nest sounds good for experience. Nest sounds like you go there to find magic. So I don't know, but I don't know. I'm going with my gut. I always go with the gut. Okay, so we're playing offline because I'm antisocial. I get to fight the frogs. Well, if it's anything like the frogs and Don't Starve, it's going to be upsetting, but okay. Prepare. I guess I'm supposed to click prepare. Okay, apparently I'm a bunny girl. We're gonna discard the mouse now and go straight to controller. Uh-huh. Rabbit's lonely. She's crying. Uh-huh. Well, I can fix her. Uh-huh. She wants some friends. The moon is anthropomorphic as well. He probably also has bunny ears. Oh boy, the moon's gonna be her friend. What a buddy. You never read any of this? Listen, this is very important. This is extremely important content for Rabbit and Steel. By the way, the way you were talking, it was like I was supposed to get like a bajillion viewers from the Discord. Not one single Rabbit and Steel Pro has shown up in the chat yet. Cute art though. The art is cute, I have to admit. 2 shared secrets until the sun rose and the moon had to depart. This is like a children's book, which is so it's honestly a nice aesthetic, I think. Rabbit vowed to make a new kingdom where the lonely would find solace. Many decades, her dream would be realized. This is how the Bunny Kingdom was found. I mean, the Moonlit Kingdom was founded. And that's where all the bunny girls live, I guess. Press Z to join. There is no Z. Oh, okay. No, I'm totally... Obviously, mechanics matters more than anything, and mechanics matter more than anything, and... I think aesthetics, I can stomach just about any kind of aesthetics, even if it's something that's like... Well, I don't know, like, I stomached Backpack Hero, even though that was like a super duper furry game, because the mechanics were interesting. I mean, there are certain things probably that I would get filtered by, or that I would have to filter and drop immediately, but this is fine. My pick character, give these a good look over. Okay, well, it's probably going to be Heavy Blade Rabbit because she looks the most Kino. Then again, Druid Rabbit looks pretty cool too. I like that staff. Oh, it's the Dream Yams. What's up? Thank you for the follow. Dancer Rabbit. What are we playing? Final Fantasy Tactics? No, there's a game I should stream. All right, well, I'll read these. So Wizard, I'm gonna guess Glass Cannon. Demi Moonburst does 200 damage, small radius, slows movement when used. Okay, I think I know exactly what kind of game this is now. I know what we're in store for. 120 damage at a moderate radius near the target, charges my special, and then my special is the Astral Swirl. 280 damage at a large radius around the target. 30% chance of resetting when your primary is used. Astral Seal erases projectiles around you. Very important in a bullet hell, if you're an old man and don't know how to dodge. Erases projectiles around you, grants brief invulnerability. Places a magic, down a magic field that lasts 10. So what does the magic field do? Standing in the field, gain Astra. What does Astra do? Deals 15% more damage. Okie dokie. Boss Man is playing the game you're playing. Thank you for the Boss Man updates. This is very important. Let us know if he gets arrested on stream again. I'm pretty sure there was a stream where like the stream ended with him going to jail. like you just heard sirens outside, and then that was just he was like, "Oh, guys, all right, guys, they got me." Okay, Shadow Step. I'm looking for the most survivable guy. Vanish from sight for 3 seconds and gain vulnerability. Seems like all these, everybody has a defensive ability. Gains 2 uses per cooldown. Shadow Barrier, gains brief invulnerability, placed on Dark Field. Allies don't take damage. I don't have any allies. I have no friends. It's just like real life, oh no. Entered his stream and he's doing a Chinese impression. He should be careful with that. On Twitch, he could get in some trouble. Honestly, I'm a little surprised that he hasn't gotten banned from Twitch permanently, because, like, as careful as I know that I have to be, because, you know, how people are, Boss Man does not give a shit. So, it's, maybe I need to learn his ways. That is possible. That is possible to be. Anything is possible with the Boss Man. What is Warcry? 20% more damage. These are all like mechanically very similar. It seems like the defensive abilities. It's like nuke the projectiles, get invulnerable for most of these. Gain damage. See, this one that one seems more interesting to me. Flutter Step, because you move faster afterwards. Evade attack. Oh wait. I don't know, man. That also seems really strong. Still have kick, you good? That's true. Alright, I'm just going for, we're just going for pure Kino today. That's what we should always do. We're going with the Goth Rabbit. Goth Mommy Rabbit. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So I'm curious, it says... Oh, uh-oh. How do I go backwards? Do I have to press, like, escape? Oh my god. I mean, yeah, I guess. Can I really not go backwards? RT? It's... Yeah, that's just changing the... It's like there's no way to go backwards. I can... Select maybe? No. It could be that some of the binds on this thing are not working. Hold on. No, what I did was I pressed the random button accidentally. Okay, no, it correctly knows what the RT and the LT are, so that picked up correctly. All right. Choose my palette. Oh, wait a minute. I can actually wow. Amazing. Sticking with vanilla. Select character, then change your mind. This isn't going to lock you in yet. You would think. Play around on moves on a training dump. Well, I mean, I just hit the restart, so it's fine. Anyway, MRG. We're doing this like 90s arcade style. We get 3 letters. Okay, we're moving around on a training dummy and attacking at A. Okay. So there's a cooldown for that. There's my big slash. So this is the defensive move, right? Time to high score. Well, hold on. So the defensive move... Hey, Cyborg, what's up, man? It has been a while. Alright, so... Circle is the big boy move. This is the basic one with, like, fast attack speed. Okay, and there's my range. My special also gives me iframes. Hey, here we go. Here, see, I knew the experts were going to show up. Here we go. My special gives me iframes. So, which one is the special? Is it the ranged one? Hold on. You know what? The iframes are when I'm flashing. Yep. The invulnerability is flash. Yeah. No. Hey, I'm a quick study. I did pick up on that. Okay, I see. It's all very... That's cute. I was thinking you actually had to go over here to select to go backwards, but it's just left trigger. It's weird because when you're selecting the name, you can't go backwards. Interesting. Laid out in a cross around it because of our settings. Yeah, I mean, that's useful. That's good. It's helpful because... Well, what's interesting is it because of the controller that I'm using, it's actually pretty good about, you know, being in the same layout that it is on the controller, so that's cool. Alright, we're going to press start. I want to continue, obviously. I want to go onward. How do I do that? Right trigger, maybe? Inventory. That's just my abilities. More detailed ability descriptions. Well, yeah, this is just the... Yeah, there's the iframes for the spinning leap. Wait, a maximum of 2 uses? Wait, for like a whole run or for one stage? Or how does that work? Because it seems like it simply recharges. Uses equals charge, but the charges do come back on cooldown. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, no, I gotcha. Alrighty, so I need to remember that this one here is an AoE. And that's the ranged attack that's a line. I think spinning leap might only hit one person towards target opponent with a spinning slash. Huh. No, I saw that. Oh no, not the Moonlit Kingdom. Oh my god, it's the evil bunny girl. Wait, she's not a bunny, she's like a bat or something. Oh god, they've been zombified. Avoid attacks. Can do. Alrighty. This is not exactly the most hardcore battle music I've ever heard in my life. This is just like tutorial mode, isn't it? already. Fairly straightforward. Wait. Music is generally chill. Well, a game with this aesthetic, I would expect it to have the same kind of audio as like, what's that absolutely sick, just like Kino, super high energy game that I was playing that Vainglory recommended to me. One Step from Eden. A couple of weird idiosyncrasies about here. Your hitbox is not your entire sprite. It's the small white circle in the center of your sprite. The boss's hitbox is not their sprite, it's the big circle around them. Am I colorblind? I don't see I see like a sort of pinkish circle around me. I see two spinning, like maybe reddish, pinkish circles. I don't see a white. It only appears during combat. Okay, that would explain things. It's the same musician for this game. That's what I did sound similar, Abyss, but it sounded like only his chill stuff. Okay, items. Alrighty. I'm definitely going to need to memorize the difference between which one's primary, which one's secondary. I'll hear more music eventually. Okay. Secondary's GCD becomes 0.5 seconds. Damage is reduced by 60%. I like the choices. Chance to deal 100 damage 5 times with a large radius around your targeted enemy when used. That seems really good. However, works on this screen too. Okay, fair enough. I mean, that golden katana seems great. However, I am a greedy Sneedy, and I am the proprietor of Sneed's Feed and Seed. So I think I'm just gonna have to take the luck. Luck is not for loot. Is it for things like this 5% hit chance? Ah. Okay. So that is not going to give me better loot if I can pick that up. Because in these kinds of games, anytime you say, I'm so future time oriented that if you give me the chance to just say, hey, you'll get really good loot later, I'll pretty much always take it. But alright, fine, I'll take the katana. I dated a girl in high school who thought that katana was pronounced katana, and she got mad at me. She got mad at me when I corrected her. We broke up shortly after that. Greed's Feed and Seed. Crit. So can you crit without any kind of special item that gives crits? Is that just like a thing? Base crit chance of 30%. Oh, well, I wonder how much the luck affects it. This includes an attempt by the legendary hero shoot. Dude, okay. Enemy hitbox this large circle. So, looks like Wesley didn't have to explain anything. So, I wonder, I guess I must be invulnerable during the leap as well, so I get the iframes for that. Am I supposed to be grabbing these? I guess I'm just getting whatever that is. Little circle on me is my hitbox. Okie dokie. So how do I switch my Ikaruga shield from red to blue? Okay, there's a Persona tower. Oh. Okay, I've been pushed, but that doesn't do damage to me. Alright, we're getting slightly, we're getting eased into the bullet hell. But where's my dodge roll, bros? I'm gonna test something. That did not jump me forward. Interesting. I think the push counteracted my, the dodge. So, I have to say that just the super chill music is throwing me off. I would just expect a game like this to have, like, really, really high energy. But I guess these are maybe considered trash fights and not like the bosses. Alrighty. This is the chill zone. Your primary is GCD. Blah blah blah. It's 50% chance to be. Okay, so it lowers the cooldowns. Kunoichi Hood. Abilities do 50 more damage. Your loot. My loot does 50 more damage. What does that mean? Like the effects of the loot? That seems incredibly. This seems unbelievably good. Move speed increase. Yeah, wow. Yeah, this just seems like the best. And it also synergizes with the thing I've already got, so. Well, I'm not even in Bunnytown yet, so. Oh, okay, alright. Get in the circle. Alrighty, well. That's okay. I've got, oh, shit, okay. Okay, alright, I get it. Flat damage increases will apply to each hit of a multi-hit. Okay. Do you guys like how I used the defensive ability? Didn't take damage even though I should have? I mean, I still did take 1 damage, but 5% proc. Hell yeah. Oh, uh-oh. Not fair. 2 versus 1. Get in the circle. Okay. Could hit both at once. I suppose I could, couldn't I? I'll have you know, I like to win as slowly as possible. I'm going for a low score run, actually. For big DPS numbers. Well, that seems, if I had to guess, that's probably less about, I mean, I'm sure that, like, just fast twitch skill matters, but probably stacking the correct items does a lot more for you there. Is that an instinct left over from DCSS? Yes. Oh, hell yeah, I'm at the Emerald Lakeside. Hey, yo, what up, girl? Farming double DPS. So I'm guessing that if I do enough damage, I get some kind of extra reward. Am I seeing the follow notices? I saw one. I saw one follow notice. I forgot to say thank you for following. It was Praise RNGesus, right? Or is there something I'm missing? I mean, I have the little alert set up. That's for Twitch anyway. I don't see anything for, I've got Vainglorious Persona. Oh, he's a bit more feminine than I remember as well. This is like, I like this, like, island elevator music we got going on here. Oh, you think I'm beautiful? There are 5 colors of upgrade: red, green, blue, yellow, and purple. You can have 1 upgrade per ability. When you buy an upgrade for an ability that already has the upgrade, it will be overridden. Okay. So, how much cash money do I have? I have 32, yeah. I guess I could just buy a heal. I can simply level myself up. Interesting. These are temporary potions. Hell no. Garnet primary upgrade. Activates every 4 times you use any ability. Okay, I'm starting to see how this starts to stack up and gets big boy DPS. Only have 1 upgrade per ability if you... So what's the deal with the colors? What do those signify? Just like different things that they do? Upgrades generally those things that they change. Okay. It just sets themes. So there's like no benefit, like if I got all opals. This is flashing like it's the coolest thing in the universe. I guess they're all flashing. The purple is just like kind of more showy. I feel like this is flashing faster than the other ones. Am I having a stroke? Some streams to them. Perform a spinning slash, so this becomes an attack ability. No longer places down a field, cooldown is reduced. I mean, reducing my defensive cooldown sounds pretty cool, and having it do damage would be cool too. Wouldn't trust it, yeah, fair enough. Let me take a look at this. Flash STR. Your next primary deals 150% more damage, but then this thing does less damage. This is my spinning leap. That seems bad. Let's see. No longer changes your... Did it change my primary before? Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Did I just buy something accidentally? I don't think I did. Okay. Charges my primary and special. I didn't realize that. Okay, I should have been abusing that. So I want to be doing this first, and then, yeah, doing everything else. I got an achievement for sitting around, yeah. So, instead of a ranged attack, is unlocking the optimal DPS rotation. I'm doing my best. So instead of a ranged attack, this does more damage. It doesn't charge up my stuff anymore, so I don't have to think about that, which is nice. I don't like thinking. No longer has a global cooldown, gains a cooldown of 3 seconds. Seems good. On the other hand, this thing... 3 seconds cooldown is a lot, though. Yeah, this seems like the best one because it's just more stuff happening. So we're gonna do the old Garnet, and I guess I mean, you know what? I'll live dangerously. I'm not healing myself. I'm leveling. Spend all your money at a store, new items will appear. Means you can dump it and instantly go to another ability. Yeah. All right, now we need to chat. This is very important. You look sane. Alrighty. It will be easy. It will be easy. I'm that good. What are we doing here? What is this? Okay. Oh, is that what we're doing? Okay. I need to be able to dodge roll. I can pet the shopkeeper. I did not know that. It wants me to go left. I'm like chained to this girl. I cannot move. Defensive is kind of like dodge roll. Yeah, but I'm used to being able to... Into the Gungeon trained me poorly. Moving bar is telling you that the boss is about to drag your ass. Well, yeah, I see that now, but, like, I was just, like, stuck in the chain permanently, so, like, I wasn't sure how to dodge that stuff at first. Okay, that's interesting. Alright. What's happening? How am I taking damage? I don't actually know how I'm taking damage right now. But I sure am taking a lot of it. Keep moving, stop moving, are circles around me. So, if it says keep moving, then regardless of what's on the screen, I just take damage if I'm not moving. Spinning text around the character lets us keep moving or stop moving. Hazard with the top. Match colors. What the fuck? What do you mean match colors? I'm confused. Match colors. What does that mean? So the two circles were two different colors, and then I'm... Based on what you... Oh, there was a color over my head? I didn't even see that. I was looking at the color of my circle, which hadn't changed. I had a green emerald insignia over my head. Wow, this game is so ableist. What if you're colorblind? Drop. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. It's you have to stand in your circle. No, that makes sense. All right, no, that's cool. A lot of stuff going on, definitely. A lot of different things to pay attention to, which I'm sure as you play runs, that kind of becomes automatic. Pretty good for the first run. Okay, well, we're playing the same rabbit. Maps and difficulty. Oh, fair enough, Dreamy. That's a good point. Well, it's just a matter of, like, me wanting to actually know how to play the character. What the hell is this thing? You'll get ruffled if you take damage. Is this just aesthetic? Is this just an aesthetic thing following me around? How do I remove this? What if I don't want to wear the damn floof ball? Am I stuck? I like have to have it on? The no-hit proof. Oh, I see. Unlock equipment for Toy Box, so you can try to sandbox builds if you win with equipment. Okay, that's cool. I see, I have to equip nothing. It's a flex if you keep it perfect. Fair. Well, you know, the only thing that matters in life is EP, so I am a big fan. That's good stuff. Alright. Let's truly do this the right way this time. I feel like that DPS was a little better. I was trying to do my other two moves, you know, after the one that charges them up. So the global cooldown means that really I should just be spamming the same move over and over if it does the most DPS. So my goofy little spin move, I'm gonna have to look into what the actual numbers are, but temporarily become extremely lucky. On pickup, gain, well, 30 gold is nice to have. Flow decks, your secondary deals. Wow. $220 in a large radius around you. Yeah, these global cooldowns are all the same, except for that. The spinning leap is shorter, but it has an 8-second cooldown. Spinning leap does 280, this does 220, so I guess I should be doing the spinning leap first. Some kind of rotation between abilities. Yeah, no, I see it. Then again, I almost wanted to save the spinning leap for... just for, like, emergency situations where I can get the, you know, use the, use it as, like, a secondary defensive ability almost. And literally just, like, Dark Wave and then spam Full Moons. Does it even make sense, though? Charged attacks deal 1.5x damage when used. Oh, that's cool. Charged attack deals 1.5x damage when used. But the thing is, if it charges it, and then that charge goes away when you do one attack, you know, 1.5x is... It's not the same as just doing this twice. So maybe I should just be spamming Full Moon and nothing else. I'm not so sure that the charge really does, you know... Well, it charges both of them. So... I would need to, like, do a little math. Yeah, I guess it does probably make sense. How dare this game force me to do math. Alright, Brightstorm Spear, 30% chance of dealing 100 damage to all enemies when your primary does damage. That seems kind of sick. What is the fact that this is blue, or, well, I guess more of a teal, greenish, bluish green? It's a blue-green. Defensive has no GCD. Obtaining that charge is free. Dark Wave is not defensive, my friend. Dark Wave is my secondary. Yep. Secondary and primary spam is 390 damage. See, this is how you know this guy knows the game, because he's got the numbers memorized. He didn't do the math just now. That was just in his head. Secondary and primary spam is 390 damage per 2 moves. Primary spam is 440. See, that was my instinct, was that just spamming primary was the better path. Anyway, yeah, these colors. Are they meaningful, or is that just aesthetics? Is this like a rarer item? Not that it affects my decision. I'm still going to pick the one that I think is best, but I am curious. This secondary just doesn't do enough damage for this to really be worth it. Primary does damage. There's no rarity. Set colors. Okay. I think we either... God, that Rabbit Luck seems really good, but I think I'm going to take the Bright Storm Spear, and we're just going to be Mr. Primary Spam Man. Because 30% is really not bad. And I'm seeing very, you know, it seems common for there to be battles with multiple dudes, so... And it actually makes sense for me to spam this even, fuck. Even, hold on. Even when I'm not in range, it makes sense to spam it now because it's just hits everybody. Sometimes. Secondaries for situations when you're forced away from the boss. Yeah, I suppose that does make sense. Okay, here we go. Alrighty. Max HP increased by 1. Ability or loot effects that temporarily slow your movement no longer affect me. Bro! Does that make me immune to that bullshit chain? Cause of that... Oh no, that's my ability. That's my ability and loot. Okay, not the enemy's abilities. Okay. Wouldn't that be nice, though? All cooldowns are reduced by 2 seconds. That seems sick. Wow, wait, 2 seconds? Not global cooldowns. You can imagine if you could reduce the global cooldown. It's just infinite speed, dude. Alright, all loot and abilities cooldowns start battles on an 8-second cooldown. Yuck. Well, I mean, that still's pretty nice for, these two abilities, I guess. Spinning Leap and Shadow Barrier. But, I think I need more than 2 seconds for me to want that. Alright, Amethyst Bracelet, deal 30% more damage, breaks if you take damage 3 times. If I was less of a scrub, this would very clearly be the choice. Unfortunately, I am a scrub, so it's not. Alright, every 12 seconds grants haste to all allies for 5 seconds. Haste hastens GCD actions by 20% and moderately increases movement speed. That seems based. That seems incredibly good. Your special has a 50% chance of getting you haste for 8 seconds. Well, why would I even, yeah, I know I'm an ally. Well, I guess I didn't know that. I was just assuming that the game was made well, and my assumption worked out. Alright, Spinning Leap is the special. Yeah, I don't want to worry about having to spam my special when I could just, like, straight up get this every 12 seconds, so we're hastening it up, baby. How do I, yeah, I can look at my items. Yeah, that's not bad. And the movement speed, yeah, just 12 seconds, just moving faster. And that increases my, my big plan to just do primary spam. Okay, alrighty. Alright, okay, alright, I'm supposed to be in that circle. I forgot how that worked. Clearly I don't know how to read, so... Holding the attack button is the same as spamming. Sir, are you hearing the click of my controller? Thank you. I didn't know that. Whoa. Hi. Hey, what up, girl? Luck and miracles are real. Oh, wow, the mice. This is very important lore. I'll be sure to... Yep, I'll stay out of the church mouse streets. You got it. You got it, buddy. Alrighty, clearly we gotta... We're wanting to upgrade primary. It deals 400 damage in a large radius around you. Deals much more damage, size is larger, but GC is slower. How much slower? 1.8. Slows movement on use. But I've got the little thing that kind of sort of counteracts this, so that seems good. Math-wise, we're almost doubling the damage, but we're not even remotely close to doubling the GCD, so the math of it works out just fine. I am a little worried about the movement slowing. I feel like I'm going to get dabbed on by this. But you know what? Who dares wins. That's what they say, right? Alright. Okay, I was told there was some means of petting this creature. This foul creature. But I don't see it. I can't even chat with her anymore. Click her. Oh, I gotta switch to mouse. Alrighty. Mouse click? You mean like those two mice that I just met? Alright. Oh shit. I did not mean to hit my defensive ability. It wants me to move right, but like... It tells me she's about to drag me. Okay. Okay, alright. Alright, I'm kind of getting this. The movement is awkward as hell when you're in this mode. But I can see what you're supposed to do. My damage is out of control, baby. I feel like we built well so far. Okay, show me some movement. Keep moving, I'm moving. Stop moving. Ah, fuck me! Stop moving. How am I supposed to... But how do I avoid the... Stop moving. Okay, yeah, so it wants me to stop moving, but then... yeah, I have plenty of time. That little indicator that things are coming does not mean I'm about to get hit, so... Oh, shit. Stop moving only goes off when the bar fills. Pre-position, I suppose. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Well, I'm seeing the indicator that the attack is coming. Honestly, I would almost just, like, turn off the indicators if I could, because, like, I see that, and it's like, oh, I need to get out of the way. But you actually don't want to get out of the way because you have this other thing going on where you're not allowed to move. So, yeah, okay, that's fine. Interesting. My brain just needs to internalize, because I'm so used, you know, in bullet hells, I'm so used to the concept. I mean, I don't even play that many bullet hells, but when I did, it's like the idea is you want to be in position as soon as possible. You have to have the indicator so you can pre-position later on. They will throw a lot at you. Yeah, no, I gotcha. Definitely some, like, I don't really keep up on bullet hells, but like there's definitely some stuff going on here that I've never seen before. I mean, this whole like stop moving thing and keep moving is, and it's an interesting mechanic if nothing else. I feel like it's going to punish me constantly until my brain adjusts. Generally, you have to choose which damage to take. This seems like a game where probably you can you can take like no damage if you're super mega pro. If I had to guess. Gain elegy, nah. Every 10 times you or debuffs you apply deal damage to an enemy, deal 200 damage to all enemies. That seems really good. Jeez. 5 times in a large radius. Man, that's really good. You need to do no hits to 100% of the game on Steam. Oh boy. Okay. Every 10 times you... this is okay. So it's 200 for every 10 attacks. This would be every 20 attacks I do 500 damage. It's not going to be exact because obviously percent. But if I get luck stuff down the line, this will benefit that and it won't benefit the static shock earrings. So I think we'll get the katana again. I have no idea what the meta is, obviously. Okay, stay in the circle. Like, there's no bump damage. That's something to keep in mind. I was like sitting here like, oh, I don't want to be next to them, but actually it doesn't. Alright. That repositioning was fine because I just threw on my defensive ability and nothing bad happened. Your special applies Curse. Sprites super hosed me for a long time until I got used to treating them as background art. Background art that matters because, like, that's like where the attacks are coming from, so you do have to at least be aware of that. But yeah, I could see that as being kind of the way you have to think about it. My primary applies Curse. Okay. 10% doesn't seem to be... Well, the question is whether that stacks. Because 5 seconds is not a long time, but I can lay down like 2 or 3 of those. Not advocating I pick it here. My special inflicts burn. It doesn't stack, okay. We're getting rabbit luck because I want the golden katana to, I mean, it's gonna, every 20 seconds my golden katana is gonna, you know, for real. Temporarily become extremely lucky for 5 seconds, so that's like, it's pretty good. Different applications of it will stack. Okay. Cool. Alright. This is like the perfect fight. Oh fuck. For using the ranged attack. I just realized I don't need... The knockback doesn't do damage, so I can just hang out next to her. It's no big deal. And then I can just dodge like a champion would. Alrighty. There's like no reason to... Yeah, it's just like, just don't be afraid. Get right up in their faces. Alright. No hits. We're back here with this Gorl. I guess we'll... God, I almost don't want to do this time. Because I want to be attacking really, really fast with my primary to trigger the items that I got. So I actually don't think I'm going to get the Ruby primary upgrade this time. Okay. Gosh. Yeah, no, that Wesley, that is something I love about games. Potions looking juicy. So are the potions a thing that people get? Because it's like, the fact that it only lasts until the next stage. This is where I have a disease, right, in real life, and that disease afflicts me with too much future time orientation. And so in a game, whenever I have the opportunity to use some kind of bullshit that's like temporary and doesn't work for the rest of the game, I think, wow, wouldn't I rather have all these levels, even though it's only 1% damage? It's good to pick up regeneration potions. I don't see such a thing. Oh, that seems really strong though. I guess. Well, I guess. Slightly luckier. Gold potion is an insta-buy. The luck potion? Or is that something? Is it an actual potion called gold potion? Is that a potion that gives you gold and pays for itself? Because that would make sense. There's a little yeah. If there's obviously if there's like a temporary thing that gives you eco that pays for itself, then you know for sure. I'm gonna go with my instincts. Listen, Abyss, if this punishes me because I didn't get these guys, well, which one looks juicy? Like, which one would you get? I guess I'm curious. The update of upgrades random their cost. I've seen that, yeah. Because my instinct here, just to be honest, my instinct is to just spam the level up and just like go for damage there. I mean, I guess I could get, like, a free hit point. The Vitality and Luck save. So, you can save these, but not actually use them yet. So, I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that the game gets a lot harder, and you're not suggesting that I use these immediately. I'll save the rest of the money. Okay, I misread that. Vitality and Luck. That's interesting. Potions are used right away. I'm gonna try my thing, but I'll tell you what, if this run goes awry fast, we will use potions next run. I'm getting these patterns down. I just need to not get dabbed on by the, you know. The thing. The don't move. Now move thing. Upgrades are powerful and foregoing them is rarely optimal for what it's worth. Levels become very underwhelming comparatively. Well, I mean, this particular build that I'm doing is I'm basically just like spamming primary and ignoring everything else except for defensive purposes. So I could see. Oh, stop moving. So I just have to use the thing. Okay. I feel like I just had to use my defensive there, or I would have taken damage. Stop moving. Sick. All right, I'm learning. Yeah, I mean, Wesley, I you know more than me. I'm just gonna. I can see the logic. I just wonder if this is like a build that you could do. You know. Thank you. Uh-oh. Okay, match color. Okay, I'm green. I am green. I'm not colorblind. Oh fuck me. I like that it's polite enough to give me a bar. Fill in the colors. I'm blue. What am I doing here? Okay. I'm yellow. Where the fuck is yellow? Alright. Do I stay inside this other thing? This paint master over here? What? Oh god, what's happening? Okay, alright. No! Joke's on you, I was invulnerable. Oh my god. Was I on cooldown? Why did I take that damage? Okay, alright, okay. Oh my god, oh my fucking god! There's a lot of stuff going on here. There's just a lot of stuff going on here. I was prepared for the first part of that. I took a few more hits. That was a bit of a butt clencher. I've got some comments finally in the YouTube stream, by the way. Desert 780 68 series said, glorious YouTube stream. Good old Spirit Bomb, nothing beats that. Fair. The triangle goes in the square hole. Was I supposed to match shapes too? I thought the shapes and the colors were the shapes were like the consolation prize if you happen to have color blindness. Yes, like the same thing. All right, do we want demon horns for in style? All your abilities and loot deal 30% more damage. If you use your defensive, this effect ends until the end of battle. Wow, all offense, berserker. Max health increases by 1. Well, for scrubs like me, that seems very good. Has a 50% chance of healing you for 1, granting you 100 XP at the end of the fight. That seems unbelievably based, and it also has Rose in it, like Malcolm Rose, so, you know, maybe. Desert is singing the praises of YouTube over here. He says YouTube is great, Twitch's ads suck. Fair. I do need to set up more rewards for YouTube. I don't really know how the monetization stuff works outside of ads. So if you guys want to give me money, I do think I have alerts set up, but if it doesn't work, I apologize. I'm gonna get all that fixed as time goes on and I do more of these multi-streams. Somebody says, do I dare say this name phonetically? The first half of this looks like rectal. Blue Rose is very nice, he says. The YT stuff is visible. Wait, is it? Wait, the YouTube stuff is visible? Where are you seeing that? Is it finally? I didn't even look at my OBS. Is it actually showing up now? Hold on a second. Just one moment. Test. I thought I had to read those because it wasn't working, but did it finally fix itself? So I just typed test, and it's supposed to... Oh, there it is. Okay, alrighty. Based in YouTube pilled, alrighty. Just wait until I add Rumble, and then we need another corner. I'm gonna run out of corners. Alright, Hydra's Blob. Every 8 seconds, using your secondary will fire an Eldritch Beast. Bro. That's what they used to call me in high school. The Eldritch Beast. Towards your target, dealing 300 damage. That's not bad. Obviously we take Blue Rose. Like, that... I have not seen an item even close to as good as Blue Rose so far. Just in terms of, just my instinct anyway. I mean, just the free heal feels absolutely massive. Don't forget kick. Yeah. Area boss. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm not good enough yet. Oh god, I'm tethered. It's all the shit. I bet this guy does like everything. Okay, let's keep moving. Keep moving. Stay inside this thing, I think. Stop moving. Okay, okay. Okay, what am I taking damage for? Oh, stop moving. Is that... Okay. Did I get healed from the bot match color? It really is everything! Fuck. There's no way. There's no... Oh my god. Match color. Oh, I'm taking damage from something. I don't know what. Am I keeping pace, though? I have 1 HP. Fuck. Whoa, 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 whoa! Yeah, I tried to hit defensive, and I think I was on cooldown. It was a keep moving. I got hit by a color match. That was Zone 1 boss. Yeah, no, I mean, I saw that it said it was a boss. Yeah, okay, so I do appreciate the game doing what games always should do, which is teaching you mechanics one by one, and then doing like a synthesis and saying, like, hey noob, sink or swim. Like, that's something I always like in video games, where it teaches you, and it's not pulling punches, but it does introduce one concept at a time. Thank you, Abyss. You know, like, I think that's pretty cool. I do think I need to practice a few more runs if I... No, it's not a bad game. I mean, I'll be honest that, like, bullet hells are typically not what I play. I mean, I do like Into the Gungeon a lot, and I should run that on stream some more sometime. It's not Songs of Six UI experience. Oh my god. Dude, Songs of Six is great, but I just remember there was, like, I remember when I streamed that, there was, like, 45 minutes of me just trying to figure out how the UI worked. Beautiful soundtrack to that game, though. Really beautiful, and, I don't know, it's just like I am curious to revisit that at some point, because with that game, it really does feel like it's in like an alpha state, not even a beta. Which is fine. But it's more like, it feels more like Sim City than, yeah, this first battle kind of tricks you into thinking like, oh, it's just a normal bullet hell. There's not going to be any wacky mechanics. I'm just avoiding shots. Just avoiding shots. Good heavy blade combo is secondary, primary, special, repeat. It's also higher DPS than just primary sim. Is it? I think probably when I inevitably die on this run, I'm going to try a different rabbit. Large full... Whoa, did I just get, like, a super-based treasure? These are all red. I've never seen these guys before. GCDs are longer. Abilities and loot deal more damage. Fire projectile. It's higher DPS when you weave the special. I mean, I believe you. Secondary, primary, special, repeat. Why wouldn't you do the special first to get the cooldown going? Since that has like a totally separate cooldown. Like, wouldn't you want to do that first and then you're... Because it's like you can't really repeat that because you got that 10-second cooldown, so it's like you're gonna be... Or is it just enough time? Is it just enough time that that cooldown ends, I wonder? Probably not, because it's 1.4 for the... Hold on. What's the amount of time? CD is 8 seconds. GCD is 1.4 seconds, but it's only 1 second for the spinning leap. It's 1.4 for everything else. So if you were doing that, you do the dark wave, so you got secondary, then you got 1.4 second cooldown, but that doesn't matter because you don't have the CD ticking yet. You slap the spinning leap on, now you're cooling down for 1 second, so you're down to 7 seconds on the CD. Then you do the primary, and another 1.4 seconds. So you still got 5.6-ish seconds to go on the regular cooldown of spinning leap. Then you do the dark wave again, and you're like four and some change left on the spinning leap. So you can't like, I mean, you can't do that rotation repeatedly, right? Well, maybe you can, because two uses, so you could do it. You fill it with primary. Yeah. Okay, that's just what I was. Yeah. So sometimes you get a primary twice is all. Interesting. Obsidian Hairpin here is fantastic. Increases special damage by 20%. Whenever you gain invulnerability, your special has a 50% chance of resetting. Well, that's incredibly based for this little rotation that we're talking about. When you run out of specials, it's better to use secondary once, then primary spam till special is up again. Primary spam. So yeah, like what's the point of even using secondary at that point? I kind of like these greaves. Anything that gives me invulnerability. Oh man. Hold the special charge until the next time it's on. Wait, what? Oh, it'll still charge special because those are two separate buffs. Phoenix Charm based. I'm going to go with the advice. I do think that Obsidian Hairpin is awesome here. So, I have one small complaint about this game so far. Only one. And I don't even really think it's a complaint about the game. I think this is just like a complaint about my own brain. No, doesn't he? Not yet. My wife does not wear cat ears. However, I did go to a Starbucks the other day, and I did see a cute girl wearing cat ears. And I thought she was cute. Had nothing to do with the cat ears. Or maybe they were bunny ears. I'm not sure. She had some weird... I don't know why she was wearing that at work, but I know she was very cute. And, no, not a furry. That's the answer to the question. Hairpin, let's special reset itself. Yeah, no, I mean, for this rotation, maybe I get to not think about it too hard. But no, the complaint. Here's my complaint. Keeping an eye on me. Oh, yeah. Well, no, it's like the Blade Runner, the second Blade Runner movie, where it's like, you guys need to test me every so often and make sure I'm not outside of the baseline. So, anyway, no, what I was going to say was the cooldowns. Like, I cannot keep track of them. Like, I'm paying so much attention to not getting my ass kicked that it's like I'm having trouble knowing when I'm on and off cooldown for different things. And I guess I'm going to assume it's displayed in the little circle around my dude. So I don't have to, like, make my eyes mosey on down to the bottom of the screen. I'm going to maybe check on that. That might be a little easier, I guess. Alright, so this, and then special, and that, and then this, and then get in the circle, and then, like, when is my special back? Okay. Okay, it does the ding-ding. Alrighty. Okay, I go across the screen, baby. Part of the skill of the game. Got the close mini hotbar. Yeah, no. I would not want to play without the hotbar. I see. Alright, these are some new items that I haven't seen. Every 10 seconds grants you smite. I do like smiting. Slices the air around you, dealing 200 damage to nearby enemies. Okie dokie. Sacred Bow. Every 10 seconds fires a projectile at your targeted enemy. Does a lot of damage. Cooldown resets instantly when you get a buff. Well, that seems... Ah, yeah, you're right, Abyssal. I keep forgetting that. It'll still ding when I get just like... Does it only ding when I have the 2 charges, or will it ding when I recharge once? Anyway, the Sacred Bow seems awesome because I am giving myself... I mean, that sounds cool, Wesley. Although, I apologize in advance if I screw the team over by not playing well. Sacred Bow seems cool here because I'm gaining... Well, that's the thing, is I'm gaining a buff every time I do... I'm getting 2 buffs, actually. I doubt it works that way. But I'm gaining 2 buffs assuming that counts as a buff, whenever I do the ball spinny, the secondary attack, so... every 18 seconds, using my primary could be elegy... I'm not talking about invuln. I'm talking about the charges aren't buffs. Okay. And invuln doesn't. So I don't have a buff. No buffs. So buffs are things like elegy and smite. Okay. Every 2 times you use your special, gain tranquility. I am not buff. I am in real life. I mean, I'm okay. Interesting. None of these look that interesting to me, then. I don't really want tranquility, because it... Well, wears off if you move too far. How far is too far, I wonder? I feel like the Jade Staff is probably the best, because I'm going to be having the, the special that's going to be, like, right at the start of combat. I'm going to have that if I'm using both charges. Queen's Crown amps Obsidian Hairpin. Yeah, I suppose it makes the special reset more often. I probably don't want to hoard gold, though, is the thing. You're right. Where's off if you move too far? Gosh. This is the first... I've, like, not had a hard choice so far with the items. Like, I instantly knew what I wanted after reading all of them. So this is, the game is making me make decisions, so that's cool. Like Holy Sword because of 100% uptime buff. Grants you... Yeah. The smite just, like, stays forever after the 10 seconds. Here's the question about that. Surely it doesn't stack. Like, well, it wouldn't anyway, because it actually says it runs out in 10 seconds. But then after the 10 seconds, you get it again, so... Well, you're definitely playing to my, my don't think about it sensibilities. That's what I always do in traditional roguelikes, is I try to, I call it, well, I call it, I think Wesley actually came up with he came up with the description for what I do, which is, how did you phrase it? It was, I make the, it was the information space or something, like or the thought space or whatever. I'm narrowing it down as much as possible. I'm building my characters so I have to think about as little as possible, which seems really important in this game because your brain is very busy. Oh, I messed it up. Narrowing the overhead. I swear there was a cleaner way to say that I'm just not remembering right now. I know the sniper when you first started. Sniper? Wait, do I have to buy some DLC? Oh, I bet I have to unlock. Just held one single button. I'm still just like on instinct slamming these buttons over and over even when I'm doing the same thing. You unlock them, yeah. Even though I know I can, you know, just hold the button down. We do meet again. You've seen me die a few times now. Miss Cat Girl. Alrighty, we have 35 gold. Dramatically increases movement speed. Oh boy, that seems good. Well, actually, in games like this, I would normally think movement speed is like the king boss hog best thing ever, but because there's moments where you're just not allowed to move, I wonder. We're on control. Am I not supposed to be on controller? Wesley told me I had to play on controller or he would not give me any money while streaming, so, he also said, he said I'd be a jerk if I tried to use mouse and keyboard. So am I, did he lie to me? We've got YouTube people saying the controller is best, so. Anyway, let's read these guys. So this would take away my charge, so obviously we shouldn't get that. I might have underestimated Emerald Secondary because it removes the GCD. You can slam it. Oh, it does remove the GC. I didn't see that. You can slam it whenever it's up. It just fires off like grease lightning in between primary presses. Yeah, but it takes away the charge, so it's kind of like... It removes, like... Well... Yeah, no, I know. It's like I specifically am being Mr. Special Man here with the Obsidian. So I don't think I'm going to do that this game, but I can see where you're coming from. Brief vulnerability. This is for the special. So grants brief vulnerability. The cooldown is shorter now, as a maximum of three uses. So this is just a strict upgrade. There's no downside. Keep the charge. Oh, I do keep the charge for special. Okie dokie. Yeah. Can I, like, sell my soul and get both of these? like in One Step from Eden, where you can just straight up use health to pay for things, if I remember correctly. Or, like, get money. But yeah, this seems really good. This is like a strict upgrade. There's no downside to it. The CD is lower. The max uses is higher. Can't get any other upgrade for that ability. Also can't buy a different upgrade at this moment. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, fair. Interesting. I feel like the Sapphire Spinning Leap upgrade gives me less things to think about. Because with this, it's like changing the cadence of when I'm doing my stuff. So just because I've already got enough to think about with these, with that boss is like terrifying. So let's get this. Now we're just a faster boy. I promised I would get some potions if it seemed appropriate, and I know that boss is just beating my ass. So maybe we just reduce our cooldowns. Yeah. Maybe we just reduce our cooldowns. That seems really, really, really good. I can keep myself alive that way. I can be invulnerable more often. Maybe I can just spam the special over and over and just always be invulnerable. That seems to be the way this is going. Like, I feel like this game just wants you to build a character that is invulnerable 80% of the time. That's my guess. Can you have more than one potion, I wonder? It looks like there's only one slot. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. So I needed to be inside. Wait, there's no reason for me not to. This is a different pattern than before. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is totally different. Isn't it? Yeah, this girl is doing some shenanigans. Alrighty. It's a different enemy. Well, the tether, yeah, alrighty, that's fine. I just got housed on like 2 HP that didn't need to happen. Not always the same enemy. Yeah, well, I just saw the tether and I was like, okay, easy, and then it wasn't easy. Well, it was, but like I had to, I don't know, that was an interesting pattern. You had to be like inside. Stop moving. Stop moving. I just like have to be invulnerable basically. First two bosses of the regions have two different patterns. Third boss and area boss are always the same. Okay. Stand directly in the middle between them. You think you can avoid all bullets. Interesting. So I gotta learn those extra patterns, huh? Okay. What's happening? What is this? What is this one? I forgot. Green. Okay, I guess I'm just using the defensive. Oh, shit! Fuck! Okay, so it only goes to, like, part of the screen. That's how you avoid that. It doesn't go all the way. Get me in here. Oh my god! Ah! Jeez. Okay. I think I want a character that's maybe less, like melee-y. Something that can, because it's like I've noticed that while I'm sitting there paying attention to dodging and I'm like halfway across the stage, I mean, it's great that this girl has like so much DPS or whatever, but like, I don't think I'm doing damage half the time. You go to the color, but then the bullet circle spawns, and it's ticking down. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So you have to go to the circle color. And the bullet circle color. Okay. Go to the circle color, and then the bullet circle and the circle color alternating since they expire in an order. Fascinating. Well, I mean, if we can just be invulnerable at the right times, Dream, then teaching you to watch for the expiry bars. Yeah, it's just like, it's a lot of stuff at the same time. Well, the Druid Rabbit was the one that kind of interested me at the first, just from looking at all the, characters. It was the one that seemed, because I really liked the, her defensive ability actually makes you move faster, so that just, like, struck me as probably useful in a bullet hell. Although, now that I see how this game actually works, it feels like moving fast just matters less than having a really strong understanding of all the shit on the board at the same time, and also your cooldown so you can be invulnerable. So, what's the deal with the Dancer Rabbit? So it's twice to your left and right. Yeah, Wesley, for sure. For sure. So why is the Dancer supposedly easier? This doesn't look, I mean, Falling Petal, I guess, just kind of happens. Charges your primary twice. Charges your secondary twice. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I will be honest, like, the whole character building thing is a lot more interesting to me than the real-time puzzle stuff going on. Abilities don't slow you down, secondaries homing, get a great buff synergy. Okay. Interesting. What's going on with this wizard? This character seems very ranged as well. So, I guess Vanish only lasts 3 seconds, but you're invulnerable during that time. But it says disappear and evade attacks until you use an attack. But really it's just for 3 seconds. Better believe you get walled if you suck at character building. Yeah, no, I believe that. This is an interesting combination of game concepts because, you know, you've got all the fast twitch stuff going on, but then you've also got like the puzzle mechanics. But at the end of the day, you are expected to build a mechanically powerful character, because if you don't, then it doesn't matter how good you are in the other ways. Dancer, Wizard, and Assassin are a little tricky because some of the DPS is tied to using your defensive. Yeah, fair. Yeah, and for me, I'm kind of strictly using my defensive to not die. Let's try the, I'll probably do, at least one more run, and then we'll, try the Druid. Okay. Just to make sure I understand, well, this down a field does 120 damage to enemies within it 6 times over 12 seconds. Only one such field can be active at the same time. That is interesting. Okay. So it's like, you just lay this stuff down, and then you just spam your primary while that stuff is down, and when it stops being down, you summon it again. It's kind of wild. You move crazy fast with the Flutter Step active. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Okay. But the defensive thing is literally just invulnerability, projectile erasure, and flutter step. Okay. Playing this game kind of makes me want to play it one step from Eden. And it's just like hearing music from the same guy. DPS 186. Not quite 200. Yeah, multiplayer feels... it feels like it would get busy fast. More engaging game overall. Yeah, I mean, it's a totally different game, for sure. Coordinating with buddies. That's, yeah, no, any kind of teamwork game. We should do Zomboid again, by the way, at some point when B42 multiplayer gets a little more stable. I promise I will not play the very slow fat bastard build again. I will actually be a team player this time. And I will specialize. I think I'm going to make a rule that we all have to specialize in something. It's got to be like, kind of almost like a roleplay experience, right? I'm watching friends stream multiplayer high difficulty. And it's crazy how much calmer this is. Yeah, well, I didn't want to... Well, first of all, it wouldn't even let me go past normal. But, anyway, let me look at my guys again here, my abilities. That's wild. I guess I should be summoning the spirit first because of the cooldown, and it also has the highest DPS, kind of, sort of, so... Anyway, your defensive has a random cooldown between 1 and 15 seconds every time you use it. That's wild. That feels extremely strong. Sometimes. Lullaby Harp every 10 seconds resets defensive cooldowns for you and all your allies. I like the ally mechanics. That feels like where this game really gets interesting, is synergizing with stuff that helps you and your allies. Every 10 seconds, every 10 times you use an ability to deal 500 damage to all enemies. That's wild. Co-op is easier in many ways if you're playing with buddies, not randos. There's a really fun element of trying to distribute the loot so as to maximize party-wide DPS. Yeah. The team decision making is cool. Pick up, heal all allies for 1. Heal all allies for 1 HP every 2 fights. That Ocarina seems really good. That seems really, really good, actually. I am tempted. I feel like... Oh, I don't know. I think we may just have to take the Divine Mirror just for straight damage. But, like, I'm eyeballing the Ocarina, the Seashell Shield, and I guess the Mirror just for damage. Divine Mirror can get really powerful. It does seem... good if I can reduce my global cooldown at some point. I like the idea of being able to heal, and I like the idea of my defensive thing, being able to spam it. But yeah, my instinct in this game is that damage is king. Just ending fights faster. That little circle thing, unfortunately, is it's hard to keep it going. I guess maybe I'm supposed to refresh it when she moves. Quite a few ways to get cooldowns all the way to 0-0, then you're just dealing with animation delay. Sick. Sapphire Primary on Druid will give 2 stacks, 2 ability stacks on any ability you use. Okay, sick. Maybe I can do that. Your special applies poison for 5 seconds. Wow, does it reapply the poison for every time it does damage? Because that's interesting. And does the poison stack? Necronomicon, every 8 seconds using your special reset its cooldown, so you charge it. I don't really care about that for this particular ability. Spider Bite Bow, every 10 seconds fires a projectile at your targeted enemy that deals 50 damage and applies poison. Won't reapply until the poison runs out. Boo! Every 7 seconds, using your primary grants you Wave Strike. Moderately reduces movement speed. That's the question, Abyssal. I don't think so. I don't think I'm ever allowed to have... Wait, really? But it says right here... Wait. Oh, no, I was thinking the special was the circle. The special's the spirit. Yeah, there's nothing stopping me from having... That's wild. Okay, so I should be spamming the hell out of that every time it, Huh. That seems really good. I'm not sure if Wave Strike would be better or not. Every time you use it, I'm gonna get more abilities. I'm gonna have more abilities is the thing to trigger the divine mirror. So CD generally lines up. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna listen for the tinkle sound. Yeah, the more abilities I use, the more the mirror triggers. Okay, okay, very cool. Okay. How do I know which direction I'm gonna get knocked back in? How about that? I am unclear on how to tell where there's a wind indicator trailing out behind my character. Okay. That's the old I've noticed that the second pattern for each guy is definitely harder than the pattern it introduces you to. Chevrons. What, are we going in the Stargate? Knockback follows a line drawn from me. I saw like all kinds of lines all over the screen. Well, that's interesting. Do I even care about reducing the... Well, it reduces the active time, too. Wait. Active time? Yeah, no. I did watch some Stargate back in my day. Chevron 1 encoded, baby. Active time. I don't understand. I thought it just fires 4 times. Does it just fire faster? 4 times over 4 seconds. It still says 4 times over 4 seconds. It just does more damage. Active time and cooldown are reduced. Anyway, just faster. But this is interesting because it's I already have the thing. I have the Necronomicon. Every 8 seconds it's going to reset. So, does it really make sense to blow money on trying to reduce the cooldown even further? Increases butterfly damage. Well, it lets me do this more often, which, yeah, gives me more Oh, you're saying the actual butter. Okay, not the Divine Mirror. Yeah, the butterfly, yeah, it increases the damage per shot. Which is good considering I'm spamming it anyway. But let me take a look at what these other things do. Cooldown is significantly increased. Wow, I can become super. Super duper. Starts battle on cooldown. Wow, 30-second cooldown is crazy. Unaffected by loot that changes cooldown abilities. Oh, it just activates automatically when available? That's nuts. I guess that takes away things that I have to think about, but at what cost? That's wild. I guess that is one less thing I have to think about. And that super ability seems sick. 8 seconds of invulnerability every 30 seconds. That's not bad. What is it right now? It's like 3 seconds, right? Of invulnerability or just of the flutter step. It just says brief invulnerability. No, the game design is great. Whoa. This primary thing is like much slower but much more damaging. That's interesting. Oh, you mean like... Yeah, it's about 3 seconds. I'm just gonna get this for fun. I just want to see what this feels like in person, or in actual play. Makes you harder to hit. What does that mean? Is it reducing my hitbox? Is that the joke? Okay. I understand I only have 1 hit point lost, but I'm just gonna heal myself. Clearly I need it. Alright, I can no longer go invulnerable. Okay. Ah, we go inside. We go up. We go fucking down. Shit. I need to be inside. Oh my god, this pattern is housing me. Up. 2 damage there. I'm missing something with that pattern. I know I'm supposed to basically be next to her most of the time. Be inside that circle, fine, but then you really want to go up to... Well, I took 2 damage, it was bad. But, you want to go, like, I think up to avoid the circles that are coming from the sides. I don't know. Stop moving. But yeah, like, so... I guess I don't know where I was supposed to, like, sit there to avoid... Like, where was I supposed to set up, you know? Stop moving. So, what? I took damage there, but I don't know why. The bar was over. You'd only need to be stopped at the... Oh! Well, that's big. You only need to be stopped at the end of the timer for stop moving. Is that the same for the keep moving, too? Like, you gotta be moving at the end of the timer? That's massive. Okay, I don't know why I thought it would work any other way. Yeah, that's... I thought it's just to, like, sit there and get my ass ruined. Okay, this is the thing that I don't really understand what's going on here. I stay. Ah! Okay, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Fuck! I think I got saved by my super duper whatever. I need to be in there, and then in here. I think, and then over here. Fuck. Oh wait, no shit. Okay, those. I did it right the first time. I actually got the pattern the first time, and then it's like I was like, okay, I get it now. I need to go back and forth. Fine, no problem. And then it's like I saw what was happening the second time, and I was like, it was like a slow motion train wreck as I realized, like, yeah, no, I just do the same thing again, but it's slightly too late now. Gosh, okay, so move speed does matter, because, like, right there, if I had more move speed, I could have, you know, despite the slow reaction time, I could have gotten in and out. Yeah, no, that is fun. That is pretty good. I like the druid, I do. I like that, I don't know, it's like a simpler, it's like there's not, honestly, much to think about in terms of rotation. You do have to kind of like watch what's on the screen and what isn't. But we're gonna, should we be pink or should we be blonde? I'm a fan of blonde. Where's the redheads? This is the most important choice of the game. Trad wife druid. Yeah, I'm good. Well, I've already, I mean, I have my trad wife in real life, but she's a brunette, so, you know, it's not, it's slightly off, it's like off template. I think we're going with bubblegum today. Technically, I have, I don't even have any items, and I have the two butterflies at the same time. Okay, okie dokie. DPS 204. Broke the 200 barrier there. So do you get more money if your DPS is high? Like, do you get rewarded for that? Is there some... or like for no hitting or anything like that? Ballroom gown. Get a little more money if you clear faster. Okay. Your primary inflicts bleed. Takes extra damage from your abilities or loot effects. That seems really damn good. Like, really good. Really, really, really good. Ornamental bell. 15 seconds. Grants smite for 10 seconds. Nothing special for no hitting, although you can get cosmetics, items, effects. Time Warp Wand. Your secondary has a 40% chance of giving you haste. Seems good. Rusted Greatsword gives the wave strike, and every 12 seconds it does damage. It's not a lot of money. I mean, it's like, even small effects, though, seem to, like, they might go hard in this game. I think I want this bleed, because all my stuff is doing damage, and so it's like... I want to see how this goes. It's like all my stuff is hitting at the same time with this character. Come to bullet hell. Yeah. Yep, I can already tell, like, even outside of just, like, not losing, my big weakness in this game is going to be keeping an eye on my cooldowns. That is something I am struggling with. With this character, it's a little easier because it's like, there's an indicator on the board, the little butterfly. This boss is miserable. Well, a lot of the bosses are miserable for Druid, it seems like, just on account of moving a lot. Yeah, being ranged is nice. I think it might actually make sense for me to fire off a primary with this bleed thing and then move into the rest of my stuff. Skill CDs on the character. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, for some reason I'm having trouble. My brain will not will not tell me what's going on, even though it's right there. Special inflicts burn. Deals damage upon wearing off, equal to the damage of the hit that applied burn. 5 seconds. Okay. Standing still will cause you to vanish for 5 seconds. Well, that's nice. That's really nice. That seems really, really, really good. Relevant for the tabbies. If you have a buff when you use special or secondary, the percentage damage will last for the whole ability. So what you're saying is that my special's entire, like all the shots of the special will do the extra damage, is what you're saying. Every 14 seconds, your defensive grants wave strike to nearby allies, raising significantly increased. Tidal sword every 12 seconds. I kind of like these weapons that just do stuff every certain number of seconds. Slowly gets larger and deals more damage as the fight drags on. Hey, that's what we need. Wave strike will give me a double damage special. That's sick. I feel like Wave Strike is really good, and I'm sleeping on it a bit. Nevertheless, I don't know, man. I think I want this nice, sweet defensive ability that also just increases my move speed. Oh my god, look at me. I'm a ninja. I'm a real ninja. Oh, I'm just testing this real fast. Alright, I'm a ninja. Boom. I fire it. Interesting. Okay. Alright, we're gonna open with primary. Boom, he's bleeding. Get the butterfly out. We're gonna... Okay, this is the easy pattern. We're gonna, Okay, I see the arrow now. Alright. Yeah, I guess I should be re-upping that circle. If there's something that changes this circle into something slightly less dependent on them holding still, I might take it. I mean, granted, that's the easier pattern, though, so I want to test my skill with the... You know, when there's, when I'm doing the other one. Alright, so how do I fight the shopkeeper? How do I kill the shopkeeper for extra gold? Just like in One Step from Eden. And then get owned because the shopkeeper is secretly very powerful. Okay. Alrighty, let's think about these. This is my primary. Damage is reduced, now additionally activates when you use any ability. Damage. I mean, it's just like it doesn't need to be... Doesn't need to activate more because bleed doesn't stack. Resting bitch face. It's true. Well, she probably is. I mean, the town got turned into bad boys or whatever, so... Alright. Field lingers for less time. What is my cooldown lower? No. Does more damage. Damage per hit is slightly increased. I mean, if the field lingers for less time, but then, like, I can't cast it more often, that's not really helpful versus the problem I'm having, which is dudes are moving around too much. Okay, Garnet Summon Spirit, does more damage, erases projectiles in a small radius around... Wow, okay. Upon placement, that's not bad. I don't hate that. Okay, here's the defensive one. Cooldown as long as it starts battles on cooldown. Sapphire primary is your favorite druid primary upgrade. Okay. There's equipment that triggers on erasing projectiles. Interesting. So this thing just makes the defensive thing do damage. Garnet special can't miss. I don't understand. The spirit suddenly can't miss, or what do you mean? Oh. Oh, that probably significantly increases my DPS then. I didn't spot that. Yeah, no, I see it now. That's, yeah, wild. Okay. So, I'm guessing Dream, I mean, I could definitely see this primary being sick with items that are different than mine. Because this is just like stacking, it's just like making it fire off all the damn time. For what we're doing right now, I think the Garnet makes more sense. Because we're not going to miss anything. If there's more than one enemy, we're going to be hitting both. I want to get like full value out of the bleed. I think I'm going to save my money. We're gonna defeat the boss this time, right? Right, guys? I'm not gonna. Maybe I should drink a potion, actually. I'm not convinced that evasion is even gonna help me that much. Increases GCD speed by 10%. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's beat the boss this time. Game is hard. Game is hard. I am stealing myself, though. This music is too peaceful for... Let me hit. What the... Okay, what hit me? Okay, I see. I hate this pattern. I hate this pattern so much. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I don't like it. I guess I could just vanish out of this crap, couldn't I? Maybe? Kinda? Sorta? Limatell's asking the important questions. Well, Wesley, which is it? We need... Excuse me, could the experts on this game please give us the... For the cute bunny girl game, which country is... oh my god. Which nation contains more rabbits? That's actually a good question. Do they have rabbits in that part of the world? Rabbits seem like an animal that can probably survive just about anywhere. If I had to guess. Stop moving. Oh, I can move actually. I'm allowed to move until the very end. We've got new tech. Ah, fuck you! God, I could have slammed my defensive thing too, and I just didn't. I just took damage. Am I mistiming the stop moving thing? Because I thought I was... How do I know when it's totally over? Because I thought the bar was done. It seems like there is like an extra second after the bar is done where the damage... I need to know the millisecond when that damage trigger happens. So if the bar is gone, I'm now safe. It flashes... lasts like half a second. Yeah, so like I saw the bar get to the end and I was like, alright, I'm good now, I'm moving. Damage. Here's a question. Did I just heal? Why am I healed? It looks like I just healed one. You heal after every fight. I've just not been missing. I've not been noticing that. I didn't know that. Okay. It'd be nice if there was like an audio cue for Why am I slowing down? Does my primary slow me? Is that the meme and I've just not realized that? Primary slows me, okay. Somebody warned me about that, and I foolishly did not listen. I was like, nice advice, buddy, I'll just not listen to it. No, I am trying to listen, I just, you know, there's a lot going on here. Not today, friend! Okay, why did I take damage? I don't know why I took damage just there. Just then. Something I missed. Don't know what it was. It was in the right color. Okay, I need to be in there! Okay, there's even like convenient little numbers for me. That I, oh shit! I had Opal and Stood and Sapphire. They're both cool colors, though. did I actually become colorblind for a moment? Maybe I should pay more attention to the. No, this game absolutely will make someone learn that they're colorblind. Those were two bluish colors, right? I promise I'm not colorblind. I think I'm just I think I'm just slightly tilted after all these losses. I wanted to beat the first boss before I stopped streaming. I would look at the shapes. That's probably the right move, Gridgem, I'm not going to lie. I'm doing pretty well. Well, that's good. I am trying. I do feel like I'm getting closer. Like, handling mechanics you're having trouble with much more smoothly. Well, I mean, that's the nature of a game like this, is you know, you get the muscle memory and you get the redeemed hydrate. I do have, let's see, on my desk currently I have some hot water with lemon, and I also have some super berry kombucha. So I will sip that. Pandoramic, I apologize for the stream, the Twitch channel rewards not actually showing anything. That is broken, and I decided that actually getting this stream off the ground tonight was more important than me debugging that for 45 minutes. Probably 1 to 2 runs from clearing the boss. Maybe. And I am not going to drink both simultaneously because that sounds gross. Alrighty. I will try one more. I do like Druid better than Heavy. It's just less things to think about. I don't have to be... the main thing is just being ranged is nice. That's the biggest thing, because I can focus entirely on dodging shots and doing the things the game wants me to do to avoid damage. I mean, I suppose I do need to, like, be a little more, perhaps, aware of spamming the primary, because it does slow me down. But in general, I just don't have to think about where my shots are going or where my character is located, which is nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got the big boy treasure. GCDs are 0.2 seconds. See, like, the Tough Gauntlet is kind of interesting on this character because GCDs matter less for 2 of my abilities. Every 25 seconds, using a defensive will place down a small field for 3 seconds that erases projectiles. That doesn't seem that useful. Defensive has a 30% larger radius. Vulnerability effects last 1 second longer. That seems really nice. probably on a different character that has more invulnerability effects. Because I think only my defensive gives me invulnerability frames, invincibility frames on this, so. Your secondary inflicts burn. Gosh, 5 seconds. Over 12 seconds. That's kind of interesting, but not really. I feel like I just want the tough gauntlet. We'll see if that punishes me. There's some other game that this music is reminding me of, and it's not One Step from Eden. I feel like it's one of those old like ancient bullet hells, like R-Type or something. Not R-Type, because most of those games had like really high energy soundtracks. There's something else this is reminding me of though, and I can't think of what. It might not have even been bullet hell actually. Some PlayStation game, maybe like Dragon Seeds or something. Primary applies spark. Deals damage to the afflicted enemy and its 2 closest neighbors once per second. Your special applies spark. Deals damage to the afflicted enemy. How much damage? Okay, it says 20, 30 damage. Okay. Blue Wakazashi. 30% chance of dealing an additional 3 blows, dealing 50 damage each in a radius around your target enemy. That seems really good. Flash CHR. Your next attack deals 70% more damage. Every 6 seconds. Well, I'm not really spamming my secondary. Shovel might be nice. Is that when it does damage or when it's activated? My instinct here is the Wakazashi, but I guess. Oh, yeah, that's. And if it's off cooldown to begin with, I could see that. That makes sense. Put down the field immediately. Yeah, that's a really that's a smart combo. And well, the other thing I'm thinking of, and I need you guys to tell me, math-wise, how does it work with these percentages? Because, like, for example, this 30%, if I start stacking these, is that multiplicative or additive? Like, is it the, am I getting damage to like, cultivation game levels? Alrighty. That's good, right? That's the better one, so, it's... Alright. Alright, that's cool. That's really cool. I have like way more time with those circles than I think I have. It's like I actually used my defensive to avoid the other one because I thought I just didn't have time, but I had like a million years to do it, so that's another thing I need to kind of memorize, like, and maybe there's a visual cue that I'm simply not aware of just yet. Okay, reduces cooldown on your special by 2 seconds each time it's used. That's kind of wild. I could like summon a whole lot of spirits. That's nutty. That feels really good. Deals 40 damage and applies a... Hey, Tyrone-sama, thank you for the follow. Percentage on gear is all one additive batch, then flat damage, then percentage buffs as an additive batch. Somebody's done their homework. Let me read this again. I've been playing for a little while, so my brain might be mush right now. Percentage on gears, all one additive batch, then flat damage, then percentage buffs as an additive batch. So those three groups are multiplicative, you know, amongst themselves. Is that what you're saying? So my buffs are not interacting with my gear additively. Am I reading this right? So it's not doing what I want it to do. Decay deals... Okay, interesting. Deals damage once per second. Can be applied twice to deal twice as much damage. Deals 40 damage and applies powerful decay to all enemies for 10 seconds. No longer places down a field. Well, that's kind of cool. This takes away my problem. This takes away my problem of, like, things running around and me not getting the damage out of this. So I kind of wonder... And I still get my sand shovel thing out of it, except it's actually doing damage, and not missing a bunch. So that seems really good. At least how the fuck to explain math? Fair. The whiteboards do help. Just use ChatGPT to make everybody feel like a genius. Even if they don't understand, ChatGPT will say, "Oh, you're really understanding it now. Wow, let's keep things fresh and light." I should consult ChatGPT on what catchphrases I should say on this stream, so I can hate my life. Nice catch! I love that one. Yeah, you always get that one. I need to train ChatGPT to not say shit like that to me because my eyebrow just raises in fury. I'm not built for this nonsense. I really rose to that challenge. See, that's too clever for ChatGPT. You can't do that one. Summons an ethereal ally that explodes after 3 seconds, dealing 450 damage. Deals more damage. Only hits once. Gains 3 uses every cooldown. I mean, this feels like you could build a character around this meme. Good catch! Alright. No longer has a cooldown. What? Gains a use every 25 times you deal damage to an enemy. That is wild. Oh, did you guys see the thing where the girl in charge of AI whatever for some company let the AI have access to her emails and then, like, root privileges, and then it just immediately started fucking deleting everything? And she's posting this on Twitter like, hee hee, you know, like, it's funny, but I'm just thinking, like, why are you employed? Like, what? Why are you being paid probably 6 figures? Like, why are you not, like, I don't know, serving me fries? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, the AI was like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry I did that. You told me not to do that. That was wrong. I apologize." Alright. This is really interesting. No longer has a cooldown. Gains a use every 25 times you deal damage to an enemy. So if you could do damage really fast, you could just be, like, invulnerable constantly, more or less. That's not happening in this game because we got the tough gauntlet, which slowed us down. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess that's not gonna happen. My instinct is to grab this guy. I hate the fact that my secondary thing is not doing damage to everything all the time. So now it is. I'm getting housed by this boss constantly, so we are gonna get a potion. Of course, it's gonna be. We want the special damage, right? For Emerald Secondary, you should cast it twice each time. Cast it twice each time. But it doesn't have 2 uses, so I gotta, well, I mean, I should, like, because it can stack twice. I mean, yeah, but I still have to wait for the cooldown to end, right? It didn't gain extra uses. So it's just the global cooldown. Okay. And the decay lasts 10 seconds. I think the opener... Well, I think the opener might still be secondary special secondary. So that I can... Or yeah, no, that's what you said. Okay, I misread. I thought you said secondary special. Yeah, secondary special secondary is my guess. Because we get the sand shovel on the spirit. And the spirit's like extra chonky right now because of the potion. Although you... I forget which batch you said the potions fit into. I'm assuming buffs. So maybe that will additively stack with sand shovel. Or maybe I'll just get memed on again. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait, I go inside. I got hit by the circle. I guess my hitbox is smaller than I think, or something. Jay and Let shouting at you like the scene from Whiplash. I don't know who Jay and Let are. I have not been paying attention to names at all. If those are characters in this game, I don't. I know Jay and Silent Bob. That's the only Jay I know. Keep moving. Sure thing, buddy. I'll stop moving. I think I'll just flutter step. I mean, my damage is definitely higher than it was a minute ago. Okay, hold on. Emerald Light Life. It doesn't have its own cooldown, so I should be able to just do it right after the special. I think I'm just, like, having trouble seeing the visual indicator because it's kind of small now. I should have tested it outside of combat. Goes over here. Guys, I promise I'm not colorblind. Go over here, stay inside. This is the one that gets funky. You go into the green. No. Okay, we'll go defensive. My timing is all kinds of off on these attacks, but that's okay. Oh, hey, I just got to skip the bullshit part of that fight due to strictly high DPS. I cheated my way past the the part that might have tricked me a bit. That was clean. Thank you. I do feel like my I get tripped up on the attack orders when I'm running for my life. Alright, increases special damage by 20%. I am just trying to, like, make these butterflies super sick. When you place a debuff on an enemy, which is what my decay appears to be, your special has a chance of resetting. That seems like what we pick here, but let's look at the others too. 250 damage when you gain invulnerability? Hell no! Shrine Maiden's Kosode. Kosode, I assume that's how you say that. When you have a buff, your movement speed increases significantly and you deal 25% more damage. That seems based. But we don't have any buffs. I don't think. Well, actually I guess defense is a buff, but I mean it's obviously the hairpin. I mean that's not even it's not even close. Alright, so it seems like we're just like it seems like we're charged up like Goku with the Spirit Bomb, so if I can't beat the boss like this, then clearly we've got problems, or I just need to learn the boss more. So let me just set this controller down for a moment. Take a little sip of this kombucha, and see if we can't DPS this boss so fast that I don't have to be good. Is that possible? Is such a thing even possible? Yes, it is. Actually, I want to look at this for a second. So the new Decay secondary animation, it just kind of... Yeah, okay, it's just like this goofy little thing above me. A lot of DPS is a skill as well. Building a character correctly, I think you'll see next phase. We'll see. We'll see. I get a little overwhelmed on all the crap this guy does, so... Okay. Screwed that up. That's okay. I didn't take damage. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, no, 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 fuck! Getting slightly owned. I am taking so much damage. Oh my god, this is not clean. It's not clean, bros. Okay, I need to be in the green. It's just too much shit going on at the same time here. Am I keeping pace? Honey buns. Get me in there. Oh shit! Yeah, the slow on primary screw me up. It's the funniest thing is it's the easiest thing that's messing me up on this fight, which is just the green circles flying across the screen while I am trying to do all the other stuff at the same time. And then I just I see that, and it actually wouldn't be quite as bad if I wasn't getting yanked by the by the tether. But it's like I need to plan just a couple more, like 2 more seconds into the future, and it'd be fine. Challenge combinatorics. Well, I think a lot of it is also, it's actually the fact that I'm getting slowed down by the primary fire. And I think maybe with this combo, and maybe with some combos just in general, anything that slows you down, it might actually make more sense in some fights to slow down your DPS just for the sake of survival. So I had some damage there. How much HP did the boss have? Was the boss almost dead or no? I definitely had DPS, but I just wonder if maybe I should have just not been using primary at all, and instead what I could have done is just focused entirely on doing the little puzzle mini games, escaping. Holding GCD for movement is real. Yeah, so I was thinking just use secondary and special, which is where most of my damage was coming from anyway. So, was that AV? I don't know. What is that like? Do they have different names if it's different pattern? Really close to phase change. Oh, yeah, it was AV. Oh yeah, I just realized I can pick a different place to go if I'm getting housed by the Emerald Lake too much. But I feel like I should just practice that, right? Anyway, I think this is good for a blind run. Didn't quite beat the first boss, but I like the game. I'm certain I will revisit it. I might even do it next stream. I still haven't edited the old stream schedule. Obviously, I didn't stick with that. So don't pay any attention to the old one if you're looking at the Twitch or my website or whatever. But I do plan on getting back into streaming fairly regularly, and I will. I'm not sure if I'm going to post a new schedule or if I'm just kind of do it kind of when I feel like it. We will see on that. Primarily what I want to do is kind of build up my little system here for multi-streaming, and I wanna build that thing I was talking about at the beginning of the stream, where there's my own website, and then you can chat from there, and then I want to set up a thing where you can sub to me on that and avoid these platforms that just take a chunk. And then I can with my little with my programming skills or whatever, I can actually make it so that if you are sub to me and you're connected to that system, then you get all the little perks that you would get anyway, but without giving Jeff Bezos money. So it's or you can just go through Twitch. That's fine too. But it's something I've wanted to do for a while, and it's also one of those things where I think if you do it that way, and then if you get, like, say, banned for some stupid reason, your audience doesn't just, like, get stripped away from you in a millisecond because, some unaccountable, like, company in charge of the public square, said so. So if something, say, unfair were to happen to you, then you don't just lose everything, so... The only programmer I've ever known who would describe your skill set as my programming skills or whatever. That's just because I don't have a massive ego about it. I don't know if you've talked to many programmers, but every single one seems to think that they're like the best thing since sliced bread. But like I don't, despite me having gone to school for it, and gotten like a graduate degree in it, I don't see myself as a programmer. That's not what I am. I mean, I like doing it. I know what I'm doing, and I can teach myself or whatever. But like, if I don't have a skill yet, but it's just not. I don't know. I like making things, and that's not all code, like my books, gardening, things like that. But anyway, thank you, Wesley, for the game. I am liking it. Again, not really a genre that I mess with too much. But it is well made. It's tickling my brain in the whole like character building sort of way. No, it's not a bust. It's good. It's a good game. It was clearly made with love. Like there's you can always tell when a game has polish and when the person making it cared. The art style is consistent. The music is maybe not as high energy as I'd like, but it's good and it is consistent. Like it's got a consistent theme to it. I'm sure I've only scratched the surface. Yeah, no problem, Abyss. I'm sure I'll hit it up again. And if you want to, give me a follow or whatever, and I think, well, you probably already did. But if you want to come back to the next one, I would definitely appreciate, especially people who have, played this before, and your advice, and then. What was the, sorry, I'm terrible with names, the other guy that was giving good advice, Dreamy. It's always useful when I'm doing a blind run. I don't really mind backseating, in terms of, like, advice or whatever, or insight into a game, even if I am doing a blind run, because it's, it's part of the fun. It's kind of a group endeavor, so, yeah, no, the unlockable characters definitely, is something I'm interested in checking out. I am interested in trying some of the other characters that I already have unlocked, but I think I'm gonna stick with the Druid until I beat the first boss, because I can see the code a little bit, it's the Matrix. Like I can sort of see how this is supposed to be done with the Druid. So I'm gonna stick with that, I think, until we at least beat a boss. Or I don't know how long the whole game is, but I would like to kind of. It seems like a game that rewards you for sticking with one character until you know what you're doing. So. And yeah, sure, we can co-op. Although I'm gonna feel like my victory was not entirely earned if I get it with you and Doesn't He helping me. So I don't know. Does the game scale in difficulty if there's more people? Because that's a question too. When once on your own, yeah, for sure. Alrighty. Well, first multi-stream seems to have been a success. Yeah, so. That'll be it for today. We'll put our end screen on here, and then Rogi. Most important part of the stream, really. Yeah, alrighty. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I am...